Hey, do you know that being Christian doesn't automatically make you good at relationships? Most dating experiences are going bad within the church because people are ignoring three essential things. In this video, I'm going to talk about three mistakes that most Christians make in the dating environment. Join me and let's dive into this video. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Pastor Albert and I am delighted as always to have you join me for another video. If you're here for the first time, I want you to support me by hitting the subscribe button. Let's enjoy this video together. As I stated earlier, a lot of mistakes are going on within the church concerning the issue of dating. It is because three essential things have been ignored over the years. And if you are here, I want you to hold on this video. Let's get to the very end and see the most important thing that people are ignoring when it comes to dating. The first mistake that I have learned along the years is that most people are confusing chemistry with confirmation. You see, we are looking at attraction. And bear in mind, attraction is not equivalent to God's will. God's will has to do with the perfect person that will work with you well on this journey of life. In most people, they are just looking at the attractiveness of a woman, looking at contours and curves, shapes, here and there, vital statistics. Women are also looking at height, complexion, physique, six packs and all that. Yes, those physical attributes are key because that is what will draw you close to the person. But the weightier matter is when you are looking out for essential values, skills that the person has, character traits that the person has, that will give you the peace of mind. Emotional attraction does not necessarily mean peace. You might be in the same church, you might be going through the same Bible studies, choir rehearsals and all that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you are supposed to be a match. Look at the weightier things. Look at the values, the characters, the traits that will be the things that will draw you close to the person. Proverbs 10:22 says that the blessing of the Lord makes rich and adds no sorrow. So you don't have to go through a relationship by grudging each other over and over because you are not perfect. Look at these things because it is destroying a lot of people in the dating environment. The second mistake most people make is dating without boundaries. Yes, you are attracted to the person, you are close, you are spending time together, but your conscience needs to tell you that you have boundaries to preserve. Purity, holiness, these are values that we keep. And we don't have to follow the trend of the day where we are succumbing to every form of impurity, every form of compromise within the flesh. God won't descend from heaven and physically hold you to set boundaries. You need to do that yourself. You need to put that in yourself. You need to set that boundary. Bear in mind that if you set boundaries, your partner would understand. It is only an issue when we compromise on our boundaries. When you want to stay pure, you need to have a plan to protect that purity. You can't go into the gentleman's house and spend the night and expect nothing evil to happen. You need to set the boundary. You need to know that, hey, it is getting too late. I have to go back to my home. You need to know that, hey, the environment we find ourselves will compromise us on our purity. These boundaries are conscious efforts that we put in place to make sure that we preserve it, we preserve one another for the matrimony. On this same point, another thing that people ignore is that you can't pray temptation away. Yes, temptations will come, but you need to stand on your ground. You need to flee. You need to set boundaries to protect yourself out of these places. If you are going for a movie night, go in a public space with a movie night. You can't just find yourself in a secluded environment and say that it is Netflix and chill. You will be compromised sexually. So we need to bear this in mind. If you have stayed to this point to hear the most critical mistake that people make in the dating scene, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on the post notification to be notified on subsequent videos. The third and critical mistake that most people make in dating is that they've ignored the process and purpose. Yes, you are going into a dating scene, you want to get to know people, but what is the motive behind? What is the purpose? Are you focusing on marriage? And even if you are focusing on marriage, what are you looking out for? Are you looking out for maturity or you're just looking out for somebody to lay in bed with? These are things that are drawing a lot of young people out there into bad relationships because they are not looking at the important things. They are not looking at the essential things. They are not having the right focus. They are not looking at the purpose of the relationship. Everything has to be guided by purpose and process. You start from a point and end at a point, but through the process, there should be growth. There should be maturity. There should be increase. There should be depth in everything that you do. You cannot go into the dating scene like a high schooler when you know that you are preparing for marriage. Also, God is not preparing a spouse for you. He is preparing you to be a spouse. That is the misconception, because we are saying that, oh, let me be there. I'm waiting and praying that God will prepare somebody for me. But we have to put in an effort to become the better person. That Proverbs 31 woman that you are reading out there in the holy book of the Bible doesn't necessarily come out of the blue. You have to also pray that you yourself becomes a Proverbs 31 woman. If it is a perfect gentleman that you are praying for, it is a perfect wife that you are looking for, you have to pray that God prepares you as you nurture yourself, as you read books, as you interact with matured and level-headed people about dating, about marriage, about the future. What plans are you preparing for yourself? You need to put all these things in place before you meet that perfect gentleman or the perfect woman. Otherwise, I bet you that relationship will be in shambles. Yes, so in this video, I spoke about 3 essential things. Attraction is not confirmation. We need to set boundaries, and we need to also focus on purpose and process. But this is a point of reflection for all of us. What is the current state you find yourself? Are you dating with purpose? Are you just dating because you were attracted to the person? What is your state? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to reach out for prayer, you can send a message through any of my social media handles and we will get in touch. God bless you. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Turn on the post notification to be notified on subsequent videos. See you on the next episode. Bye-bye for now.